Hi there and welcome back to the channel, my Adv riding friends. It's always good to see you here. Today we're going to talk about tools and the toolkit. I'm going to rebuild my toolkit, and some news from Mosko Moto regarding tools. We are going to talk about how I optimized the toolkit for my needs for the KTM 890 Adventure R. And we're also going to talk about how I pack it on my bike or in my luggage. This is where I'm coming from today, a Enduro tool roll. It's basically my original tools that came with a KTM and some additionals for tire repair. It's a good trail tool bag actually, and it has done its job when I've used it so far. It's weighing in about 1.5 kilo as it is. So we're actually going to dig into this a little bit because I'm going to transfer some of it to the new tool roll, the pinner tool roll from Mosko Moto. It comes like this when you unbox it, the tool roll itself, and it comes with a seam-welded waterproof rain cover. It's like a bag for this tool roll, and it also comes with a Mosko branded volley strap, just one, to keep this together. But I think we could start with the pinner tool roll. It's a rather small tool roll. At their webpage they recommend it for like the tools that come with a bike or more like trail tools. I opted for this smaller one compared to the fatty tool roll because I think the fatty looks very big, and I think I will do with this. Let's see how that goes because we're getting into the tool option as well. It looks like this. It has a loop that you can open and close and hang it or just fasten it in your bags or so on. Grab it. It has two genius pockets actually that are very roomy for all the loose small stuff that you have. You also have a cover with a mesh pocket. And you also have these tool sleeves on this side. Some measurements. It has loops, so you could belt it to your bike or just wrap the strap around it to keep it tight. You have the same thing on this cover. You have these loops to fasten it on the bike. You also have a loop to grab it or hang it. And the tool roll fits inside it. The tool roll itself, you could either just wrap it around or you could roll it like this, and the Velcro will fit like you see. So it gets more cylindric, and this depends on how much tool you have in it, if you can roll it or just fold it. But that's great, so you have the option to do so. It's very sturdy material in this one. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to swap to another tool roll, because this is waterproof. It's more a standalone. I could put it on the bike and so on, or in my luggage. I could choose more compared to the other tool roll I have, because that's not waterproof. Then we come to the news. Mosko Moto just started here in March 2024 to offer optional tool kits on the moskomoto.eu site, the European site. Maybe worldwide, I don't know, but compared to the American Mosko Moto site or web shop, they have had tools since before, and they use the cruise tools. And the cool thing here right now, you can choose to add tools. Actually, two kits are available to there are two kits available to choose between. It is Motohansa tools from Australian brand. They are available separately with their own tool rolls and so on, and optional kits. They typically start with BMW in the GS family to kit up tools that fit for the mighty GS. And then it seems like they grow into this and now offer toolkits that fits other bikes as well. For example, the KTM, they have specific KTM toolkits. But Mosko Moto offers two kits, either the Pro Enduro tools or the Pro Adventure Toolkit. And the difference between these two kits are that the Enduro kit is a smaller kit based on a very specific cool ratchet, quarter-inch fitting, and bits and also sockets. Smaller kit, and then you have the Pro Adventure Toolkit that I opted for. That's a larger kit with a lot of things in it, and we are going to dive into the Motohansa Pro Adventure Kit that Mosko Moto offers. I think this requires a beer, don't you? Before we dive into the kit. Sorry. Oh, actually longing for this. Tools and beers in the man cave. Couldn't that be great? Cheers. Oh, cheers, my Adv riding friends. So the toolkit comes like this in a box. So let's open this one. Okay, I think that was pretty much all of it. Really nice. So what we have here is a lot of tools in plastic, so I will just wrap it up for you. Okay, so we just unwrapped the tools. So let's dig into this and what's specific actually with this toolkit. I actually had my hands on it when I was on the motor show and looked into Roel at Mosko Moto's his two kits, and I was actually pretty amazed about these tools. Really great, but let's dig into it. What do you get in the Pro Adventure Kit? You get the vice grip to begin with, and that's really handy. I think it's a good size as well to have in a tool roll, not too big, not too small, and this is really handy. I'm really happy that they include this in the kit because you can do such amazing things with this. I use it as a vise. I've used it for many things in my garage. For you who have not seen it before, the thing is that you could use this as a plier if you want to, but the thing is that you could grip things and it locks there, so you could hold things for you. It could hold things for you as a vise do. You could hold together springs. And then we get into the heart of this kit that is, I think, is very, very special. We have the Ratchet, and that is very, very unique. First thing, you could elongate it, so you can use more force. And for that you have a locking mechanism here. So you could use it as a normal ratchet, like this, and you can also reverse it. But then you have a lock pin here that locks the mechanisms together. That means that you could use full force. If you, for example, need to loosen up your front sprocket or your rear axle, these nuts with pretty large torque. So you can make it shorter, it's easier to work with it. 3/8 of an inch fitting. You have a elongation, 150 millimeters. That is also have a locking mechanism that holds the sockets or bits. And then we get into the sockets. You get 10, 12, 13, 15 and 17. And you also get the 24 socket for the rear axle nut. That's what you get, but you could build on that to other dimensions as well. And you also get the in torques, 8, 10 and 12. Really nice, you can hang it and so on. Probably this will not fit into the kit. Well, let's see about that. And this is called the multifunction T-bar bit driver. You see, it looks like a bit driver or a screwdriver. And this is genius, really genius. What you could do is use it like this. It has, the locking mechanism is totally rotating, so it's very easy to work with it. You can hold here and screw. Really nice. And then you could do like this, a locking mechanism. Put it like this, and then you have a T-handle. So, how cool is that? brilliant. I think this is specific for Motohansa. And it's also shaped like a screwdriver handle. Really cool, all metal. Really like it. It has a bit drive, so it fits with the bits. So let us get into these bits. You get a set of 2 to 8 millimeters of Allen keys or hex. You get flat heads, 3 different sizes. In the second set of bits, you get 8 torque bits from T8 to T40 with a 27 between the 25 and T30. You also get 2 Phillips. And then you also get some larger bits here for the 3/8 ratchet. And that continues then with the 45, 50 and 55 torques. I think they will come in handy. And then you also have these hex, and that is 10 and a 12. You also get 2 spark plug sockets, a 14 and a 16, I think it is. Yes, and for the KTM 890, I need the 14, so I will leave that at home. You also get a set of spanners, 8 spanners from 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17 and 19. I know that it differs a little bit what they present in the list at the homepage and what you get in the kit actually. It's small differences in details. One other thing that you get is a special tool for front axle removal. That is really cool. The dimensions are 17, 22 and 1924, and those fits to the 3/8 ratchet. So this is how it looks. So let's get into this and see if it fits into the pinroll. You can tell I'm nervous about that because this is a lot of tools. All right, let's see if we could get all these Pro Adventure Tool Kit into the pinner tool roll. Before we do that though, I want to tell something about the feeling of the quality of these tools. They actually remind me of snap-on tools in quality and feeling, a little bit above the other tools, so to speak. And my preference and experience about tools is actually Bucko tools from my garage. They are pretty sturdy tools, so to speak, not that fine and fine-tuned, but really great quality. And snap-on, I have the experience from profession in the aerospace industry, and they are really great and purpose-made tools to reach in tight areas and so on. Very tight and nice tools. Actually, I think this feels a little bit like that. So it feels like high-end tool. And it's a lifetime warranty from Motohansa. We start with a vice grip, put that in, and together with that I would like to have this cool multi-T grip like that, and also the spark plug socket could go there. The bits, I think I actually want to have them up here for now, at least until I learn. And I also have the elongation. Really handy, really handy. I don't know if I showed the lock mechanism, really fast, so nice, exactly like the ratchet as well. Very good if you have a long reach down to the spark plug to have a locking function. I want to have it there, and back to that. And then we have these spanners. I have up to 17 here. The 19 won't fit due to length, actually. It could fit here in between, but I don't think I need it, so I will leave it outside for now. Then we have the ratchet. We go with the ratchet. And then, unfortunately, I cannot really use this one because I think it's too bulky. I would like to organize the sockets in this. I have cut it down a little bit nicely to actually, it fits inside there, it does. And the ratchet as well. But I think it gets too bulky. So I will just put the sockets in here. I will actually put in probably more than I need. because I will go out to the bike and just have a look which one I need and put the rest out of here. But we will try if everything fits. And this is the 24 for the rear axle for many bikes. You see, it seems to fit everything. This is the kit except for the 16 that I don't need because I have 14 on the 14 spark plugs. I don't need these large hex. I don't need this front axle removal tool either, because it fits other bikes than mine. I will get back to that. So it looks like that, and I pretty much can roll the tool, roll like this. And we get the roll with these tools, and it looks like this. It gets pretty hefty, yeah. The smaller toolkits will definitely fit, and this large toolkit is on the edge, so to speak. But we are not ready yet. We will continue to fill this up. Okay, so we will continue to fill up this tool roll with the stuff I had in my earlier tool roll as well. It's always good to have these zip ties like that. And I have my tire repair kit. I think I need to spread that out. This one will go in here. We also have a cutter. We have some rubber solution. Not sure if I need it though, but I have it. I also have a valve stem removal tool together with a whistle, emergency whistle. Pretty cool and small. That. These, I think, the cartridge, I think I need to put them into this one. Actually. Like that, no problem. This KTM specific mini spanner with a beer bottle opener. I don't think I could leave it, actually. We need it. So I put it there. We also have these two. I had actually to cut down the handles to get them a little bit more packable. Something like that, with that little guy. Something like that. And then we have this one as well, I forgot. Don't know where to get that one. Ah, perfectly. I have one more additional thing that I want to have in the package, and this is the optional socket from Motohansa. It's a 32mm. You have to get the specific one for your rear or front axle. This is good for the front and rear axle for the 890, for the KTM 890. Really good, made of aluminum, doesn't weigh anything. It goes with a 24mm socket and with the ratchet. So this is all I need to get the axles as well. So this will also go into this kit. Some Loctite, almost forgot. You might think that we are ready now, don't you? I'm not really ready yet, because I have opted for some more stuff here that could be really handy in the Adventure Tool Kit. This is the Enduro Trail Jack from Rolling Mavericks. It is a version 3. Really handy jack stand. We could look at that later. Really handy, nice length, nice functionality, and the accessories to get it to a stand in a small nice bag. Really handy. I also got stickers. We love stickers. Not sponsored, but oh yes, it did, but it is a little bit too long. It is a little bit longer than the actual tool roll. That was a pity. And this part actually goes in there. Let's see if we could roll this up now. It doesn't look like that actually. Oh. So how a pinner tool roll got to a fatty tool roll. Yeah, but I have a roll at least, okay. That's great. I also opted for new tire irons. I went with the Bead Pro from Motohansa Pro. Really lightweight. I have tried them before, actually in a tire workshop, and I really liked them. This is compared to this one. I used a couple of these one before. These are actually really packable, you see. But these are shorter and actually more lightweight. So I will go for these. We'll get back on this, what I think about it, but it doesn't really fit into the tool roll. So I will have them externally. Let's see if we could go out and trim this kit down and as well see how we pack it on the bike. That will be interesting. Nice. Right, so this is the Enduro Trail Jack version 3. Won't go into detail, but I will try it out, okay? Looks so damn good. Look at this. Pretty smooth to operate. Everything in a kit and also spare O-rings actually. Huh? Look at that, and then you need to figure out how high it should be. We could test it something like that. Very high adjustability as well. Because there are 2 holes for this pin that are half the length between the holes here. Really nice actually. Right, one could tell that it could be a lot more fun if the bike is clean, but what the heck, on the trail the bike probably isn't clean, so a cloth is to be used as well in this kit. Okay, so let's try this one. Oh yes, that baby fit. And I also have locked this with a pin. Yeah. Yes, that's great. And from that we could just work on it. Oh boy, that was easy. 32 mil with a 24 socket. Really nice. Okay. Then lock that again. If you want to, if we need to torque this a bit. Yes. Perfect. Then we know this works. So everything that fits, we put somewhere there, and then I will walk around the bike to see what I need. Pretty fun job actually. Okay. Well, how nice isn't that, huh? That's cool, but on the trail I do not have the aluminum plate. So see, that's sturdy as hell. You see how handy it is with this cover to put your knees on it when you're working and have your tools on it actually. This was a really interesting workshop for me to do, to go around the bike and try out all the tools, or the fittings so to speak. I walked through the the brake calipers, the triple clamp, the front axle, the rear axle, the shock, all these fittings to do a oil service, all the fittings under here, all the adjustments on the handlebar and so on. Yeah, actually I walked over pretty much everything on the bike, and I could see that it isn't that much that I need actually. The only thing I need is, except from the tire repair kit, is what I have on this side. Everything else in here is not really needed. Okay, could put everything aside that I don't need. All these sockets, it's incredible. It's a lot of sockets that I don't need. And let's see, that's needed, that's vice grip and everything. I could show you what I need then. That one. And of course the vice grip is really handy. So we put that back. All right, so this is the sockets that I need. It's the 24, a 17, a 13 and a 10. And then the T50 and the T45 is needed for of this. That one goes back. For now I just put back those sockets together with the wrench. And those were needed as well, like that. Then we have the 24 goes back as well. A handy dandy, I really love this one. So great. That goes in there, back with those as well. And that one. We could also put that one in there. What a difference. That's a difference. You know, I didn't use much of these spanners either actually, but I will keep them in there because I like those spanners, and those could be handy for if you need to help someone else. If I don't have the sockets, we could probably use the spanners. Not needed for the 890R. Is that? That, maybe this one. So that's pretty that's a large part of this toolkit that I don't need, but I really love these special tools, the T-handle and the ratchet, and the quality of these spanners. So I will keep this. So I don't think that it's bad to buy a kit like this even if you don't need it, because this is handy tools. You could expand the kit if you change bike and so on, and or use it in the garage for other stuff. Right, so what else do I have here? Multi-tool. This is a Swiss super tool. It has everything that you could imagine. It's actually really nice to work with. And another handy thing is that I have been used many times when I'm adjusting things. It actually has a small bit kit and a bit wrench handle, so you can use both sides on this one. That one is handy. So pretty much when I have this in the backpack, and that's the only thing I bring, you know. Sometimes, because I could do a lot of adjustments with that one. Will definitely still use it because I need the pliers. I have a wireless compressor. Really great. It's full automatic, and it's when I set it to desired pressure, just pumps and stops when it's reached the pressure I decided. I have brought this on travels. It's really great. Isn't really big, and you see, I'd rather use that than a small hand pump that people use out there. You can inflate other things as well with it. A great tool. So that also goes with. I think this, I'm really impressed with this actually. and that trail jack is just genius. You also get the strap for the for your front brake lever. So sturdy. So I think we will try to roll this up without all these tools. Okay. Yeah. I will weigh this again and see. Originally with all the original tools it was like 2.8 kilos. When I put everything in it that was extra, it became like 3.2 kilos. And now I have removed a lot of stuff here, so I will try to weigh it again and see what it ends up in. On day rides I could put it on my Perun large rack. I could also fit it to my Reckles 10 directly into the outer bag. I could also put the tool roll as it is into the Reckles 10 dry bag. Fits actually really nice, you see. And then I have plenty of room more for other stuff on top of that. Just as it is. With or without the tool roll cover. I think that looks better because then you have some spare room for other stuff up here. Great. The tool roll also fits directly into the Reckles 80 auxiliary pocket holder like that, and then you have this loop that you could secure this tool roll with. Sits perfectly there. May fit into the auxiliary pocket dry bag as well. Yes, that's even better actually, because then you keep it clean. Double waterproof. I have the Wildcat backpack as well. That actually has a little tool compartment where you could store all these things that you only need on the trail. So that could be an option if you don't want to bring this roll every time. Okay, I hope you liked this tool video. And if you have any questions or anything, just put them in the comments below. I think this was actually really fun to do. Ciao, see you on the next one.